and welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast, where we explore how technology, AI, and cybersecurity are reshaping the way we work. This segment of our tour, we are back at it again, live in London, interviewing top IT leaders. Each episode, we're going to bring you insights from real leaders and industry experts on how organizations can navigate today's challenges and unlock tomorrow's opportunities. From making sense of complex data, to simplifying IT environments, to delivering real business outcomes, Lenovo is helping businesses of every size reimagine what's possible. Join us as we dive into the future of work. Work Reborn. Let's go. Hello, my name is Rita, your host of the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast, live in London. Today, I am joined with a lovely guest. Would you mind introducing yourself, who you are, and what you do?
Absolutely. My name is Zuilani. I'm a global CISO, transitioning from one role to another. I have more than 30 years experience in IT, in big companies like Siemens, Vestas Wind Systems, the jewelry Pandora, and the last one, Arla Foods, which you also have in UK.
Yes.
I'm based in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Fantastic. So we recently interviewed over 600 senior IT leaders.
Oh, wow.
It was a survey that we did, and we basically, gathered information on topics like security, risk, AI, IT, all the things, okay? So you are clearly qualified to have this conversation with me based on what you just told me. And I'm really excited to dive into one of the findings we actually found from our report and get your opinion on it. You ready? Okay.
Yes.
So according to the Lenovo Work Reborn report, over 80% of respondents agreed that predictive and proactive IT is key to a great employee experience. Okay? So over 80% of people believe that predictive and proactive IT is crucial to a great employee experience. What does that mean to you? Do you agree with that? Is that something that you've seen in other organizations, or maybe you should be seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. I am very critical always with the ways that things work in IT.
Yeah.
Probably because I've been, I'm too old, so I've been in the old times when nothing really worked well. The internet was not really working well. The applications were crashing. The operative system was having a blue screen.
AOL still
Everything
went
was
beep
working
when you
really
opened the computer.
bad, right?
Yeah.
And you had to be a little bit geek and nerdy to find out what the root problem was. Now we are in a world where you make a question as a human and then you get the answer pretty much accurate most of the time.
Yeah.
With some hallucinations, but quite accurate, right? But still there are things that are really not working. Interconnectivity, flows, etc. And that makes that the user experience is sometimes of
Yeah.
IT again, right?
Yeah.
And that hurts a little bit because from the outside, they don't really care. It's like when we were watching television, we didn't care how the television worked.
We just
just
watched
wanted
it.
to watch the program, not that the antenna was here or there. And the IT is the same. They just really want applications to work. When they press a button, the email is sent, or the document is printed, or the bank is transferred, etc. Right? So I fully agree that what we want is more prediction, and reliability on the IT systems, and more simplicity as well. And humans, we are made to commit errors and mistakes and make mistakes and so on. So we can educate, and we are always talking in cybersecurity about awareness and training and so on. Still, you need some machines or controls that are not humans, that they cannot commit errors to ensure that there will be no deviations from the behavior that is expected from humans. For instance, if you give opportunity to anyone to download documents to a USB drive, there is a risk that they will do it, right? No matter if you tell them you shouldn't do it. However, if you block that possibility technologically, then that problem is solved, right? So from users' perspective, right? It doesn't matter if it's finance or HR or legal. They want this simplicity, I think.
You know, I think because of your experience, it's cool to also, you've heard about, you talked a little bit about what it was before IT in the past.
Mhm.
To round out the conversation, let's talk about what Work Reborn means to you. What does that look like for the future, and how do you think organizations are going to make that a reality?
Yeah, the future is quite interesting from my perspective. My only hope is that I die before AI takes over the world, right? But jokes aside, um, no, really. And coming to the same example of
Yeah.
the internet in the 90s was really bad. You had to connect with a modem. It was making this weird noise and
Yeah.
it was slow.
Right.
And then if somebody of your friends will call you on the phone, that
Cut.
connection will be lost, right?
Yeah.
So it was unreliable, unsecure, etc. But how is the internet now? It's super, stable. It's super reliable. You have fiber, fast, quick. Well, I think that AI that we have now is the AI 1.0. So it's the all internet that we have. So the possibilities of the future AI are endless in that analogy, meaning that they could potentially solve the problem of sustainability, of hunger in the world, wars, peace. Any potential problem could be potentially solved by AM and quantum computing, right? Of course, if the AI is designed to solve the major issues, if it's designed to make money and make a few people rich in the world, then probably it won't be solved.
It's a tool, and whoever's hands it lands
Exactly.
into or is going to be hopefully the positive outcome that we see in the
Yes.
end. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
I
I had to run.
appreciate your interview. And
Have
hope
a
you
nice
good
day.
Thank you for listening to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. To learn more about how Lenovo is helping organizations transform with AI, cybersecurity, and smarter IT solutions, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure to leave a comment with any other questions that you would like us to discuss on our next episodes. See you next time.
Lenovo.